Scott, congratulations with your docu-series Messi Meets America on Apple TV Plus.
Thank you. Thank you for the time to talk about it. We're excited about it.
It is I've seen a few episodes and it's pretty good. So tell us
Thank you.
how did this docu-series actually came about? What sparked it?
So, Tim Pastor and Smuggler Entertainment is a production company that has been working with the Lionel Messi group well before this show went into production. Um, and they set the table for storytellers like myself to be able to come in and interface and embed ourselves with the organization, during this incredibly transformative period of time. I mean, this is transformative on every level, both in this country, the game, and certainly for Inter Miami.
Now, how did you want to navigate through all this Messi mania? I mean, I feel like everybody wants to be part of this history.
Great question. So we are trying to tell the inside story, a story looking from the inside looking out. And so it gives us, a different perspective that, we want to try to convey to our audience. This has really been a story that everyone has been reporting on the entire summer. And so the frenzy around it has been incredible. And so that's also a part of the story because that frenzy happened not only in Miami, it's happened across the country in Dallas and LA and New York. And, New Yorkers pride themselves that, hey, we've seen the greatest of all time come to New York. Pele, came in the early 70s, played for the Cosmos, and we know how to handle this. Like this is, but when the greatest of all time, this generation showed up on their doorstep, it was palpable. They were like absolutely cheering for the home team. But when he came in as a substitute in the second half, you could feel the anticipation of the stadium. And it wasn't just fans dressed in pink, it was everyone. Everyone had their phones out. Everyone wanted to experience the moment. And what happened was a magical goal in New York. And and so that frenzy has turned into just a wonderful feel good story. It's a story that everyone can relate to.
Now, and what I love about the series is all the different perspectives that you brought to the table with your interviews, from fans to the team to the media to even the owners themselves. Tell us how you wanted to balance this all of this into a coherent storytelling about Messi here in America.
Well, there's so many entry points to the story, uh, in particular this story, that we wanted to try to make what was happening, accessible to non-sports fans. The hardcore soccer fans, Messi fans, will show up to watch this series. What we have always and prided ourselves to do is to not only, provide really great content for the hardcore fan, but there are other fans out there who don't know they're fans. They're fans of a good story. They want to understand what is going on this Sunday. Like, why is this dominating not just a sports page? This is dominating front page. Like when you have the nightly news in Philadelphia at 5 o'clock lead off the show saying Lionel Messi is here in town. This is the nightly news. This is their nightly news. This is like every single time from New York to Dallas. It was a must see event. And so, from a storyteller's perspective, you want to start to try to let's see if we can understand why this is happening. what he means to everyday people. And that's just like a once in a lifetime opportunity for us to be able to understand why sports is so impactful and can be so impactful. And in particular, why, Messi represents what he does to everyday folks. And we're really, really thrilled that these 6 episodes really can provide viewers a much deeper understanding and a greater appreciation for a story that has dominated the news all summer long.
Now, how did you know when to end this docuseries at 6 episodes? I feel like, this could still go on. In fact, I mean, Messi still is plenty of news just this week alone.
Yeah. And we're hyper focused. We've just delivered the first 3 episodes that everyone's going to get a chance to to watch on Apple TV Plus tomorrow. And we're hyper focused on delivering the next batch of episodes. Um, and 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 you said it, like the story continues to be written, and that's what makes this really unique. Like we're producing a real time documentary series, and it's being presented in real time. It's being shown in real time, so people have a really good understanding of what's happening right now in Miami. And so, that's all from a storyteller's perspective. We're hyper focused on trying to give the best and most complete story possible to viewers.
And truly, how much access did you actually have with Messi throughout this entire journey, or you have to basically set up a schedule and appointments just like anybody else?
He has been incredibly gracious with his time, and we have captured priceless moments with him and his family that you will see in the series. And his time, Inter Miami, who, by the way, in July, like they were overwhelmed. They had not experienced the entire eyes of the world on them. Like no one could have been prepared for that sort of attention. And Inter Miami has been incredible partners and have allowed us and provided us latitude to just stay embedded. And we could not be more thankful to them and their participation. And the MLS has been incredible partners. They have been wonderful partners to help us tell the story.
And the game footage themselves, is that all through MLS, or you folks also film some your own personal game footage?
Our documentary crews have been at every game, and so we've been there to cover, we've been there to cover most every games. I should say, and we've been there covering it from our DPs are really good at covering character driven story. And when that translates into game coverage, it'll just look and feel a little different than game coverage. But the game coverage we integrate, and it's just a really it's a every episode is a beautiful film of a very short period of time that we've been very privileged to be a part of.
Well, Scott, it's been a pleasure carrying this conversation with you about Messi Meets America. I know the his story is still ongoing, and thank you very much for presenting this narrative and perspective on the inside track of him being here playing in the United States.
Thank you for the time.